Hello friends, Zevalar here, and welcome back to the Warframe playground. Now, no time to talk, let's get right into the video. So, anniversary weapons are running again, alright? These are weapons that new players can get. They're like Mastery 7 or something, and, you can get them, and they will carry you. Okay, so, I've been busy doing other things. I haven't been able to record Sybaris, Furus, or Dex Dakra, but I absolutely have to show you guys this Dex Nikana build, okay? Because, seriously, I cannot explain it, and I can't emphasize it enough. Dex Nikana slaps. Also, I have an invigoration on Wukong, so for the purposes of today's video, we're going to bring out Inaros. So, Dex Nikana. It is a gift from the Lotus to commemorate the 11th anniversary of the first Tenno waking from cryostasis. Now that, and I will tell you, alright, and I will show you that it is one hell of a gift for the Lotus to give to us. So why am I talking so good about this weapon? What makes it such a good weapon? Well, it's time to show you. But first, let me swap out my Riven here. As you guys know, I like to showcase builds that do not have Rivens. So, what we're looking at here is Dex Nikana. It's worth noting, alright, this is going to be a heavy attack build. So you just hit your heavy attack every so often, and it does some magic. But I'm going to take a moment here to explain why I have put on what I've put on this weapon, and what makes this weapon so goddamn good. So, to start, let's start with what makes this weapon so goddamn good. So first off, the stance. You can have blind justice, you can have decisive judgment, you can have tranquil cleave. It doesn't matter. We're just talking about the heavy attack here, okay? Windless cuts. So when you press your heavy attack button, you'll dish out an attack, and unless the enemy is just straight up immune to status, this thing forces a slash proc and a knockdown, okay? So, the forced slash makes the heavy attack really freaking strong, okay? And then the knockdown lets you use melee afflictions, which we're going to save this for later. Now, the whole point of this build is just to improve the power of the heavy attack, to make it hit freaking hard, and there's a number of ways to do that. First off is just increasing the damage of the heavy attack itself. So that's why we have Killing Blow here. It just increases the damage of the heavy attack. Second is crits. So if you land a crit hit, then the damage, I believe the damage will, well, the damage of the hit will be higher. I think it also applies to the dot. So, we have Galvanized Steel for improving our crits. And the final part... Actually, before that, I've also got Buzzkill and Jagged Edge on here for some slash damage. I don't know whether it actually impacts the build or not, but we're gonna assume it does for the purposes of this video. And you're gonna see very quickly that even if it doesn't affect the overall end damage, it doesn't freaking matter, because this thing just does so much damage anyway. Sorry, got a little off topic. So, heavy attack so melee damage on heavy attack, so like Killing Blow, crit stats like Galvanized Steel, and then finally, okay, there's another one. So to increase the dot of heavy attack slash dot, you can put on Galvanized Elementalist just for the status damage. In fact, if you really wanted to optimize, just put on Melee Elementalist instead of Galvanized. You really don't need You really don't need the status chance from Galvanized. Anyways. Anyway, where was I? So, that's how we can improve... That's how we can improve the damage of our heavy attack with Dex Nikana. You got Killing Blow increasing the raw damage of the heavy attack. You've got crits. You've got crit mods increasing the critical power of your heavy attack, and by proxy increasing the dot that your slash deals, because the Dex Nikana has forced slash on heavy attack. And then you have Elementalist mod further increasing the damage dealt from your slash dot. And if you really wanted to push this to its limit, you can use Ash for increased damage on status effects. Well, slash status. But that's beside the point. The fourth and final bit, the part that makes this shit so broken. Okay? The part that makes this so freaking nutty that I absolutely just have to show it. It's gonna be combo related. So, combo multiplier increases the damage of heavy attacks. Combo duration determines how long the combo multiplier lasts after it resets. Refresh the timer by adding to the combo count. Damage multiplier for heavy attacks. So, what this means is simple. If you have a 4x combo, your heavy attack's going to do 4 times the damage. So to that end, here's where it gets funky. Because it gets pretty nutty now. So, as you can see, Dex Nikana has a unique trait up on the top left. If I hover over this unique trait, melee combo multiplier increases for every 11 hits. Max combo multiplier is 11x. Okay? The max combo count on this thing is 110. Which means, and here's where, this is what I'm talking about. This is why it gets so broken. First off, Corrupt Charge gives you 30 initial combo, and then you have Galvanized Reflex. On a melee kill, plus 20 initial combo stacks up to 4 times. Okay? So you got plus 110 initial combo, which is a permanent, as long as you're getting a kill every so often, a permanent 11x heavy attack multiplier. Do you realize how stupid that is? That's stupid. It's stupid and I freaking love it. Anyway. Now why do we have melee afflictions here? Because, one, the heavy attack has a forced knockdown as well as a forced slash proc. And second, melee afflictions. Enemies affected by status effects gain 6 additional stacks when they're knocked down or flung by melee attacks. Okay? This doesn't apply to Eximus. It doesn't apply to anything that can ignore a knockdown. But if it's a basic enemy like a heavy gunner, you already have one super jacked, powerful heavy attack. Like, you already have a super jacked, ultra powerful slash proc. And then you're increasing the power of that slash proc even further. Okay, this thing, I kid you not, Dex Nikana, it
The art of combat must be
and
practiced.
let's show it. Okay, we hit the guy once.
The canvas of war.
I can even fucking hit him. Okay, well, I got a drop. We're there. Alright. 51k. We hit that guy. Look at that. Dot is 51k. That's not even what's viral. In fact, the priming I've got set up for this.
The Orican Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life.
The status primer I've got set up for this, my Sentinel, that's actually the wrong one. You want viral. You can see. All you have to do is heavy attack. Like, I'm already seeing dots for 800,000. Is that 900,000? This thing is stupid. That guy just took 100 points. That was a 2.4 million damage heavy attack. Okay. You'll also notice I'm waiting a little bit after each heavy attack. I'm not just kind of standing there willy-nilly. And that's because initial combo takes a moment to build back up to where it was. So you can see we're just having no problems at all. There's a 1 million dot. You also have to account for the forward movement that this weapon has on its heavy attack. I'm not sure if it's just the stance I'm using or what, but either way, that doesn't discredit the power of it. It's heavy. It's just broken. And again, we're looking at dot slash dot of like several 100,000. You realize how strong it is? That's gonna... Hold on, let's do that. Look at that. Excellent. Still dead in one hit. Yeah, this... The more I tested, which I actually did throw this into a deep Archimedia with my, I actually went into a deep Archimedia with my makeup. And I started using my Nikana as a bit of a... It's like my secondary output platform for my mace. Okay. So, I've been using my Nikana to fuel secondary outputs on my Mesa. That's how I use my Mesa. She just does a stupid strong place with the secondary outputs for my Look at that. That's insane, man. Yeah. I've been using my Nikana with my Mesa lately, simply because, you know, this thing just accesses such a high multiplier, so easily. You know, there's no, you don't need no crescendo, you don't need no bullshit to try and reach 220 combo or whatever. It just does it. Okay? It just does it. Yeah, I tested it in like the fourth party, and this thing was handily destroying, like, level, what was it, 375, level 400 murder, something like that. This thing was just no different. So, heavy attack builds are pretty freaking nutty. In fact, let me throw in my point here. Wow, that's lightning down. Alright. So we'll wait until she does her attack. Alright. They hit her once. Look at that dot.
Sentient fighters won't be far behind.
Look at that dot, man. It's just mad. I don't know what else to say. It's just mad. That acolyte was dead before she knew I had it. And I only hit her twice, okay? I only hit her twice. The dot did pretty much all the heavy weapon for.
They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
And this will reinforce the point here. I'll show it against these sentients. It should be here now. Alright, talk to us. Look at that. Look at that. It's already dead. And this conquest, it's already dead. I only hit him twice.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search.
Okay.
But if you need to leave,
hit that guy once.
Extraction is ready. These manifestations
I've
must
only
not
hit
be
them
allowed
like
a foothold
once.
on Lua.
pretty much
Life
already
support
dead.
is at risk. Destroy them.
I don't know how to say it. Dex Nikana is broken. Okay? If you're struggling in Warframe, like, if you're like a new player, please figure, like, you know, get the mods you need for a heavy attack build on Dex Nikana. Like Corrupt Charge, you can get it from Corrupted Vault on Deimos. Like Galvanized Reflect, that's from Arbitrations. You gotta clear the whole, you gotta clear the entire star chart first. But still, you know, like I'm still just chilling on the 9x combo multiplier. You can't make that up. Anyway, I just wanted to pump out this video real quick. I just wanted to show you guys. You absolutely have to get this weapon. Okay, Dex Nikana. Oh wait, no, there's one thing I completely forgot to mention. Dex Nikana, when you get it, this happens with all the anniversary weapons. When you get it from the special alert, and this is the alert here, it's literally just a level 10 exterminate mission. Anybody can do that. Okay, but it's a level 10 exterminate. You get this thing just fully built with a weapon slot, with a potato already installed. And no, this build I just showed, 2 Forma. 2! Okay? Hell, this specific build, I could have gotten away with 1 Forma. Seriously, this sword is broken as shit. Okay. Okay. Tangent over. I know, I just kept on... I'm sorry, I kept on rattling on there, but I just have to show you guys. Dex Nikana is glorious. You know? Like seriously, it's just glorious. You can use it to charge secondary outburst on your Warframes. You can use it to destroy pretty much anything the game has to offer. And with such a cheap build too. Like, what's the most expensive thing you see here? Corrupt Charge? And of course, I'm pretty sure you can always buy galvanized mods from other players too. Like, this thing is just, well, okay, melee afflictions is probably a bit pricey, but still, like, you can do that. You can handle just fine even without afflictions. It's really not a problem. Okay. Enough stalling. Like the vid, sub for more. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.